Hi Gemini, this is Monique with Puissant Ascension, and we're getting ready to look into your money. But first, let's chime. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This reading's for you. My readings are timeless, so when you find them is when you are meant to find them. Let's get into it. Ancestors, guides, angels. This reading is for my high vibrational Geminis regarding their money and financial opportunities. Spirit, give us some good news, because the last time I checked, I don't know. If you guys feel this way, agree with me in the comment section. If you don't agree, disagree with me in the comment section, okay? But the entire first half of 2025 has been trash. And there's that. There is that. I don't know. I'm naturally a high vibrational, optimistic, positive, sunshine and rainbows kind of girl, and I give it up to my Sagittarius placements. I have a Sagittarius stellium, and Jupiter is also my chart ruler. So I'm very optimistic. I'm always able to see the glass half full regardless of what the fuck is going on in the world. However, 2025 thus far has been absolute, utter dumpster fire trash. Thank you. Let's do one more shuffle. Spirit, give Gemini something. We're now in Gemini season, perhaps, now that for most of us, because I'm a Gemini, Sun, Mercury, Mars, North Node. So perhaps for Geminis, our season is nigh. Perhaps for Gemini or heavy Gemini placements, now is our time to motherfucking shine. You know what it could be too? This is a 9-year. 9-year, although for me, I associate the 9-year with Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you know, Jupiter also expands things. Now, it could either expand the bullshit or it can expand the good shit. Find out where you fit. I feel like the month of May has been crazy because this was the month my mom had her major stroke and has been admitted into the hospital for several weeks now. Regarding like my own personal world, I'm good. Like I could definitely use, you know, better, but I'm good overall. But Jupiter does expand, and we are in a 9-year where things are just kind of getting sorted out, and that's just that. So I don't know if you guys are feeling this way. Agree with me in the comment section. If you're not feeling this way, and let's say 2025 has been great for you, beautiful, go ahead and celebrate that in the comment section as well. But I'm going to guarantee that you're probably not air and fire dominant. You're probably like an earth and a water sign, and that's great. Good for you. Yeah, but I feel like the second half of the year, fingers crossed, my toes crossed, everything crossed, that things begin to look up in a magnanimous way for air signs and fire signs. Okay? Earth signs and water signs too, if you guys have been kind of like, you know, feeling the dampness of the energies, then for you too. But I noticed that when the years are fucked for air and fire, it's usually really, really good for water and earth. That's kind of how I've noticed it in my life. So, you know, there's that. Spirit, what's going on with Gemini regarding their money and finances? Okay. So we have the Moon giving Scorpio energy, the 10 of Pentacles, and we have the 5 of Wands here. All right, so the 5 of Wands, I usually say that's my catfight energy. The Ten of Pentacles, you know, could have something to do with money coming in towards you. This could have something to do with an inheritance. This could have something to do with money-making opportunities coming to fruition for you. All right, things finally being illuminated by the moon, perhaps. So some of you could have some unexpected money coming in towards you. Some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. Perhaps there could also be some money conflicts due to like an inheritance of some sort. Tell us more. This is for Gemini regarding their money and financial opportunities. Okay, the Eight of Swords as your crowning energy. The Lovers, great. Okay, the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Hierophant, and the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles again. Okay, Spirit, really? You're laying it on fucking thick. I mean, you're giving us all these tens, and that's great, Spirit. You know, higher self, guides, angels, whoever the fuck is out there in the ethers, thank you. However, it's now time to start doing amazing things that maximize Gemini's experience. And Gemini, it looks like a lot of good things are coming in, but again, there's a lot of fucking bullshit too in there. There's a lot of bullshit. And even if it's not like with you in your life, let's say you're doing well, right? Your life is good, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, you're good. It could be also things outside of you that are crumbling and that are changing, right? Perhaps you've always had a mother figure and now your mother figure's dying, or a father figure and he's dying. Like massive changes like that are seeming to be happening in this Jupiter 9 year. I just feel like Jupiter is expanding a lot of the fucking bullshit. And I'm just ready for Jupiter to start expanding these coins. That's all I'm saying, Spirit. Like, thank you for doubling down on the bullshit and all the fuckery. But go ahead and start illuminating beautiful things that can line Gemini's pockets. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't give us all fuck shit in turmoil. Like, balance it out. Balance out the lessons with maybe some money, emotional, whatever. Because I feel like even for Gemini, like, emotionally you're good. You're even killed. Because Geminis are cool. They tend to be very, like, logical and balanced. For the most part, they're not too deep into their emotions. But when enough is enough, especially like I said, the first half of this year has just been a lot of fuckery. And if you can't agree, definitely agree. I love that the Queen of Swords is here, my slice and dice queen, because, you know, she has zero tolerance for bullshit. But then we also have the Devil. We also have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. And so it's kind of giving like goodness mixed in with a bit of bullshit. And that's kind of pissing me off because it's just like, okay, universe, you're doubling down on the fucking bullshit. Hurry the fuck up and start doubling down on these coins. Start doubling down on opportunities for Gemini to attract more prosperity into their life. Start doubling down on that shit. Don't just double down on the misery and the torture. Double down on some good shit too, Spirit. Thank you. That's all I'm requesting in this here 2025 now that we're in Gemini season. Like this next half of Gemini, or I was going to say the next half of Gemini season, because the entire year is Gemini's year. No, I'm just kidding. The next half of 2025, yeah, needs to be fucking cherries and rainbows. Thank you. Because what the fuck is this? Let's carry on with some clarifiers, because I'm already over it. I don't know why the Queen of Cups is here. The Lovers, okay. Gemini energy, the 8 of Swords, okay. So there could be some heady energy, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Honestly, I feel like I've had enough of Taurus's energy and enough of Taurus's bullshit, because Taurus season was bullshit for me. That's when my mother was admitted into the hospital. So for me, Taurus can eat my ass, okay? The month of May can fuck off disrespectfully. That's how I feel right now. I actually really do like Tauruses. But the Taurus season, honey, I don't know about you guys, but it was bullshit. And Taurus is ruled by Venus too. So I would think that Taurus season would have just been better. Now again, doubling back to like me personally in my world, like things are fine. But my mother is also a water sign. She's a Cancer. So some of you guys could have parents, which between you and me, that's like the worst combination for child and parent. For a child to be an outgoing, fiery air and fire sign, and then for the mother to be a water sign, worst combination in the world. I love my mom. We're really good friends now that I'm an adult. But as a child, she just had a lot of insecurities. And for me, I've never been insecure. So I feel like I was kind of a mirror to her of like, okay, this is something that I would like to be, but I'm just not strong enough to be that. And that triggered her a lot. Now that I'm an adult, I've been an adult for some time now, and because I can see both sides of the coin, her and I were able to cultivate like a beautiful, meaningful friendship as adult women. But her as my fucking mother, worst nightmare. Water sign mothers with air sign, fire sign children, I don't recommend it to anybody. And I don't want to offend anybody, but that's just my truth. And if you agree in the comment section, go for it. Because yeah, it's like, you're this beautiful, confident flower and nothing can tame you, but then you have somebody who wants to tame you. And it's like, number one, you're a water sign. So 9 times out of 10, you're an emotional basket case. You can't even tame yourself, let alone tame a fire and air dominant. You must be crazy. And that's always been my vibe. And so, yeah, I could see the other side of the coin, how a water sign mother could be like intimidated or clutching their pearls at their air sign, fire sign dominant daughter, because, you know, if you're air and fire, honey, you're a force, and that's just it, right? So some of you could have like parents that you're just not naturally compatible with. You've had to like learn to be compatible with them. You know what I mean? And that comes with wisdom. That comes with trial and error. And, you know, there's that. And a lot of taking the high road too, a lot of the times, especially when you realize, okay, I might be more emotionally mature than my parent. So what do I need to do with this information now? You know what I mean? Not to put all my business out in the streets, but those are just my experiences. So some of you could have experienced that too. And yeah, with the 8 of Swords, I do feel like this is their energy. Right? Perhaps they're going through some hard knocks right now and they could be in their head about it, right? With the Hierophant and the 6 of Cups, there could be a situation resurfacing from your past. All right. Yeah, let's clarify. Why is the 8 of Swords here, Spirit, for Gemini regarding their money? Are you fucking kidding me, Spirit? The 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, both of my worry war cards out here front and center. Gemini, I don't necessarily feel like it's you who's in worry war mode. I feel like a lot of you could just be in an energy of like, fuck it. What's the worst that can happen? Death? Fine, right? I know that's the energy that I've been in, especially after my mother's traumatic experience. I'm just like, all I can do is just be at this point. Like, fuck it. You know, I don't know what happens next. All I can do is just be. But I feel like some of you could have people around you in your head. I know for me, my mother is naturally a worry war. I never thought that water signs would be worriers. I thought that was more of an air sign, earth sign trait. I'm not a worrier, but it could be because I meditate and I listen to Subliminal, so that's not even my thing. But anxiety is what I'm getting a lot. So some of you guys could be dealing with a water sign person, a water sign dominant person who has a lot of anxiety right now, you know? And yeah, if you're in a situation where you are, you know, in a hospital because of a stroke, right? That could put you in a heady space because you're like, okay, what's next? I've never dealt this before. So from the outside looking in, I can kind of understand why somebody would be in their head about something because this is all new to them. But for you, Gemini, I don't feel like this is your energy. I don't feel like a lot of you are in your head. I kind of feel like a lot of you are feeling like me, like, fuck it. Like, whatever's meant to be, let it be. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Death? Okay, great. Bring it. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like you guys are the worried ones. I feel like there is someone around you who's worried. Like for me, in my experience, this could be my mother because she's naturally a worrywart. Naturally, unfortunately, which is sad. I've tried to put her on to subliminals and meditation, but she's so stubborn, she doesn't listen. And it's just like, this is probably why you had the stroke, because you're stressed the fuck out, bitch. Like, listen to me, I'm wise, and I can help you. But sometimes when someone's your parent, they think they know everything and they really know nothing. And it's sad and it's unfortunate because a lot of parents have a very big ego. They feel like they've birthed you into the world and so they know everything. And it's like, that's not how it works. You gave birth to me, and thank you for giving birth to me because I'm amazing and I love myself and I've contributed to society in amazing, monumentous ways. But just because you gave birth to me doesn't mean you're wiser than me. Because wisdom doesn't come with age, it comes with experience and learning from those experiences. Parents don't seem to understand that a lot of the time. They think because I'm older and I have some gray, I'm smarter than you and wiser. No, the fuck you're not, actually. You're not. Right? And sometimes that can hurt their ego. But that's not your problem, Gemini. Boom. Let's carry on. So the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, we also have it here. Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of transformation happening around you, Gemini. I really, really do. I don't feel like a lot of you are in your head. I mean, if you have a lot of water and earth in your chart, then you probably are in your head. Also, if you are a Gemini that has yet to utilize the tools at your fingertips, like meditation, like subliminals, like EFT tapping and things of that sort, then yeah, you probably are a worrywart too. Because Geminis are ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is the planet of communication, right? So if you are the worrywart that's coming out in this reading, honey, meditation and subliminals. You can find subliminals all over YouTube. Listen to them whilst you sleep for 90 days minimum. I have a subliminal on my website, links in the description. Meditation, it's free. Do it for at least 10 minutes a day. Like, it's not hard. It's quite simple. And this will help you to tame any of this worry, fear, doubt. But as I've said before, especially if you're a Gemini who's been watching me for years, you're not this because you're smart enough to take my advice, which is, you know, meditation and subliminals. And good for you. This is someone else's energy outside of you. Most likely a water sign, could also be an earth sign, Taurus energy. Spirit-wise, the Lovers here for Gemini regarding their money. Okay. 9 of Cups. Now we're getting somewhere. The 2 of Wands. Wow. So a new opportunity being presented to you, Gemini. 4 of Cups. This is an opportunity that you may initially be apprehensive about. However, if you do say yes to this opportunity, Gemini, this is going to line your pockets. I feel like some of you could be traveling for an opportunity with the 10 of Pentacles. This is beautiful. Lining your pockets as well with the wish fulfillment, all right? Your ship's finally coming in towards you, you know, after a time period of this melancholy energy. Good for you, Gemini. I feel like, you know, now is your time to shine. We're finally in Gemini season. And so I'm trusting that things will start to look up in a tangible way for Gemini, because there has been a lot of bullshit circulating. And I know for me as a Gemini dominant, with some Sagittarius and Libra in my chart. I'm over it. I'm just like, can we just kumbaya already and spend some money and go travel? Like, what are we doing? That's me. Like, can we just stop with all the freaking tower moments and the shenanigans and let's get to this motherfucking money? How about that? Like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on in the skies, honey. Ask your local astrologer. But yeah. Then we have the Emperor for the Queen of Cups. Aries energy. Okay. The Two of Pentacles. Okay, and then we have the Catfight card again. See, I don't like this. I'm not a fan. And the Six of Cups again. So it's giving like other people and their shenanigans. Gemini, to the best of your capability, protect your peace and protect your energy. All right. Definitely take advantage of spiritual baths if you have access to a nice bath, right? Spiritual baths to cleanse your energy, grounding yourself, because I do feel like there could be some sort of person, place, or energy resurfacing from your past. We have the Six of Cups out here twice. This could be an authority figure, the Emperor, excuse me. And we have the Five of Wands, the Catfight card again. I mean, depending on how you want to read this, because the depiction does look a bit more harmonious compared to the other Catfight card, this does kind of look like people are coming together for a common goal. People are working together for a common good. So some of you could be encountering helpful people at this time. I will say for me, since my mother has been in the hospital recovering after her major stroke, the people that work on her behalf in the hospital have been extremely helpful, right? So if you guys are going through something similar, you know, utilize the people that are around you, right? The people who are there to serve or there to do a task, right? Because I know they've been extremely helpful. And yes, I've been at the hospital every single day because I'm just like, look, she needs somebody to vouch for her. Y'all don't know her from a can of paint, but I know her as my mother and as a woman, right? Because like I said earlier, we were able to cultivate a friendship with a bit of trial and error because air and water don't mix, honey. But she's my mother. She gave me life. I'm amazing. So I pay homage to her because she created me. Thank you, girl, because I'm amazing. Thank you for creating me because I'm amazing and I love myself. Therefore, I love her, right? But we didn't get along for a long time because she's a fucking water sign. And I tell you guys every single time, especially me, air and fire dominant, honey, barely no earth, no water. Like, I'm a Gemini Cancer cusper, but that doesn't really, doesn't count to me. It's like a little sprinkle, you know, a little splash. So for me, air, fire, and water don't motherfucking mix. Air and fire mix like, you know, harmony. Water don't mix. You can make it work. Like I said with her and I, we made it work. We cultivated a friendship because there's respect. There had to be respect. Because I'm not going to let nobody disrespect me. I don't care if you are my mother, right? So we had to get past that. And since we're past that, now we understand how to kind of get along for the most part, right? Because naturally, it wouldn't mix. I am who I am, they are who they are, right? Exactly. I know I'm saying a lot of tangents, but some of you guys could actually use this information. So take it and run with it, honey. Plus, you're learning a little extra about me. You're welcome. The Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. Okay, Seven of Wands. King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who I like to call emotional daddy. Okay. In the Ten of Pentacles. I guess, I mean, sure. Anything is possible. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like there could be someone that you're dealing with who could be earth and water dominant. All right. Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. And this person could actually be helping you receive like money, a large sum of money of some sort. So this could be someone that you work with. Six of Cups. Okay, Five of Cups. And the Four of Swords. Yeah, I feel like with the Six of Cups energy, it could be people crying over spilled milk. Right, it could be, you know. Right, anyway. Anything else for Gemini Spirit? Yeah, I mean, this next part of the year, fingers are crossed that things start looking up. Because so far, this fucking year has been a joke to me. And it's not that it's anything inherently like terrible, but it's just like the things that are happening like the negative things that are happening are outweighing the positive things. And I don't like that. For me, I'm like, let's fill up this happy jar first with marbles, and then you can add a couple of marbles to the piece of shit jar. But I feel like 2025 thus far has been the piece of shit jar is full of a ton of marbles, and the happy jar has a couple of marbles. That's not balanced to me, and that's not how it should be. Fill up the happy jar, universe, ancestors, guides, angels. And then you can add a couple of marbles to the bitch jar. Okay? Exactly. Like, that's how we should be doing it. Moon, fleeting funds, unknown source, being guided, moonlighting, odd jobs, night shift, part-time. This could also be too, because it's giving like a lot of watery element too. This could very well be because Daddy Saturn is at 29 degrees in Pisces, and Pisces is water. We had a lot of planets in Pisces for too long for me. Because all water signs can fuck off for me right now. Okay? Only because it just brings too much of that emotional imbalance. I mean, if we could find a balance between the water, the earth, the air, the fire, kumbaya. But it just seems like a lot of the past few years have just been so water-based. It's like, we need a balance. We need some air, we need some fire, we need some earth. It's just too much water here. So Saturn is 29 degrees in Pisces. It's now finally moving over to Aries, which it's not my favorite air sign because Aries can act like freaking adult toddlers, right? Fire sign, like babies, big babies. However, I feel like if I had to choose between Pisces and Aries, I'm going to choose Aries at this point. I'm over it. So we'll see what happens when Saturn enters into Aries on the 24th-ish of May. Yeah, I also feel like May has been dragging on a bit longer than it should have. Like, why are we still in May? Yes, it's Gemini season, but we're still in May. Can we please move into June? Please. And don't get it twisted. I love my May Geminis. Don't get it twisted. I love y'all, but I'm ready to move into June. Thank you. Bottom of the deck. Cutlery, business tools, needing more money, living well, food related, sole provider, more work. Okay, sure. Anything else? Yeah, I'm gonna at least need some happiness and some abundance to balance this bullshit out completely. May has been trash, but the first half of 2025 has been trash to me. Low key, high key. So there's that. Meditate. Yeah, I'm gonna meditate after this. I meditated before this, but I'm gonna do another meditation after this, actually. But some of you, right? Tap into meditation. It really is good at helping you to recalibrate your energy when things are feeling overwhelming, when things are annoying the fuck out of you. Meditate. Stillness, rest, ease, tranquility, solitude, calm, serenity. Okay, Spirit, in that order. I know that's right. Subliminals. Subliminals are amazing because they help to reprogram your subconscious mind. So if you naturally are a worrywart, if you were to listen to subliminals for 90 days or more, you would no longer go straight into worry when you have a problem. You would go into solution, or you would go into flow. Like, fuck it. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen anyway. There's no need for me to worry. Because what's going to happen is going to happen anyway. Why worry? That's stupid. So you automatically go into solution-oriented ideas versus worry, shitting yourself to sleep. Like, oh my God, I'm worried about everything. The paint drying, I'm worried. Like, no. Rebuke that energy. It's nasty and it's draining. This is coming from a person who has a mother who's a fucking worrywart. The most draining adolescent years of my life. Like, bitch, snap out of it, right? But when you don't know better, you can't do better. That's why I'm here. If you're naturally a worrywart and you want to do better, I've given you the tools. Meditation, subliminals, EFT tapping, therapy, hypnotherapy. You have all of these tools at your fingertips, honey. Don't automatically go into worry. Either go into, okay, so then what can I do about this? If there's nothing you can do about it, say fuck it. All right, I'm just going to free fall. Fuck it. Worrying's not going to do shit for me. Low-key, high-key, a quick story. So yesterday when I went to go visit my mom, I parked in a place that didn't have any visible signage that I couldn't park there, so I parked there. When I came out from visiting my mom, my car was gone. Luckily, I don't live far from the hospital, so I could walk there if I want to. So I say, okay. The car was towed, obviously. I must have parked in the wrong place. Okay, fine, right? So then I called whatever the place was to ask about my car, gave them all the information. They told me where the car was. I got a lift, went to the place. Everything was seamless. Why was it seamless? Because I did not worry. I also did have money to throw at the problem, so that helps. Throwing money at your problems is very, very helpful, okay? Because imagine if I didn't have the money to take the car out, then that would have been, you know, a layer of some fuckery. But luckily I did. So this is an example to let you guys know that no matter what the fuck happens in life, just say fuck it. Either find a solution. If there is no solution, just say fuck it and just free fall. It'll work itself out regardless. That's at least how I live my life. So there's that. There's a cute little story. Got my car back. We're good to go. Boom. Easy peasy. Right? Was it inconvenient? Sure. But was it also very seamless to get her back? Yeah, absolutely. Threw money at my problem, got her back like that. Okay? And I've also learned, okay, don't park there again. Unless you want your car took, girl. Don't park there. All right? So you learn, right? You live, you learn, and that's what cultivates wisdom. What's this? Big Zaddy coin, giving Capricorn energy here. Okay. All right, and we have a time frame of days. 1 day, 8 days, 5 days, 3 days, 15 days. Spirit, what's happening in a matter of days? Ooh, some of you are getting a new car. Okay. What's happening in a matter of days, Spirit, for Gemini? Okay, some of you could be getting a new car in a matter of days. Good for you. Friends, okay, you guys could be making new friends in a matter of days here. Yeah, and then there's that worrywart thing again. Troubled, anxious, distressed, tormented. Yeah, I've already given you the tools to success. If you are a worrier, honey, you don't have to worry. That does not have to be your default. Meditation and subliminals will cure you of that, I promise. I promise. Can we end with something better, though, Spirit? Thanks. Okay, this is not bad. Wealthy goddess. Millionaire, moneyed, divinity, opulent, successful, prosperous. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Anything else? anything else for Gemini. And yeah, Gemini, if I sound a little bitchy in these readings, it's because I am feeling a little bitchy, right? Not towards you guys, but just, you know, the month of May was very interesting. The first half of the year can kiss my ass, right? Am I worried about it? No. Am I slightly peeved about it? I mean, not really, because what can you do about it when you're pissed about it? Do I not give a fuck right now? Yeah. Like, I care about, you know, me and my life and my well-being and all that, but I don't care about, like, a lot of the stuff that's outside. I mean, I guess the only thing that I would care about right now would be, like, you know, my mother, but not to the point where I'm going to put myself out. You know what I mean? She has her lessons to learn and she has her cross to bear. Everything happens for a reason. But, you know, yeah, if you guys are feeling the energy of just like, fuck it, lean into it, right? This too shall pass. Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. Great. Inner goddess, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Excuse me. Bottom of the deck. Yes. Great. Anything else you want to say to Gemini? Anything else for Gemini? I was hoping this reading would be shorter, but typically when I go on my tangents, that's when my freaking videos are 30+ minutes long. So from here on, I'm going to try my best to keep them short and sweet. Just because, you know, most of you don't care about my tangents anyway, and you shouldn't have to, and you shouldn't care about them. But, you know, a lot of the times when I do go on my tangents, a lot of you can relate, and a lot of you do mention in the comments section that you're going through something similar or whatever. So, you know, it helps certain people. Also, you know, I know sometimes people who do tarot and all that stuff are very airy-fairy, but at the end of the day, real life does fucking happen. And what do you do when that starts happening? You just either have a solution or you just let go. Don't hang on, honey. Don't get dragged. Either have a solution, utilize the solution, or you just let it go. That's it. And let everything else flow to your favor. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and path. Okay. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life now. Yeah. If you don't have money to date, don't date. Because all you're going to do is be a burden to somebody. So that's how I read that, finances and career. If you don't have the means to date, don't date. The last thing you want to do is date in survival. I mean, some people do date in survival. And if that's what you like, then go for it. But I don't recommend it. Feeling safe, the number 4. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And then we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. Great. Beautiful. Warrior and family. All right, Gemini, that's your reading. I'll see you soon. Bye.